In this video, we will be learning about open questions. Open questions are questions that ask for information. They are formed with interrogative pronouns. These are who, what, where, when, why, which, whose, and how. Let's go through them one by one. First, who is used to ask about a person? For example, who is your doctor? What is used to ask about an object or a concept? For example, what are your symptoms? Then, where and when are used to ask about place and time. For example, where is the doctor's office? Or, when is your appointment? The pronoun why is used to understand the reason for something. A confused patient who wakes up at the hospital might ask, "Why am I here?" Which is used when you have a choice between two different options. For example, if the doctor asks, "Which leg is hurting?" the patient can answer either the right leg or the left leg. Whose is used to ask about possession. If someone asks, "Whose wallet is this?" he is asking who the wallet belongs to. Finally, how is used to ask about manner. The way something is done, has been done, or should be done. For example, if a pharmacist asks, "How can I help you?" he is asking in what way he can help you. How can also be followed by an adverb, like much, many, or often. For example, how often do you exercise? Or it can be followed by an adjective, like old, big, high, or bad. For example, how long will my symptoms last? Here are some examples of how you can form an open question. First, you can form a question with the verb to do by using an interrogative pronoun, the verb do or does, the subject of the sentence, and another verb. The verb do is always accompanied by another verb in an open question. An example of this is, where does it hurt? Similarly, you can create an open question with the verb have got. Again, you start with the interrogative pronoun, followed by has or have, and then the subject. The word got comes after the subject and is always followed by a complement. For example, in the question, when has she got an appointment? An appointment is the complement. Finally, using the verb to be is the easiest way to form an open question. You just need an interrogative pronoun, the verb am, are, or is, and a complement. This can be a noun, like what are your symptoms? But it can also be an adjective, like what is wrong? Or even a subject and a verb, such as where is he going? One important thing to note is that the questions starting by the pronoun whose and which are formed slightly differently. They are always followed by a noun and then a verb, instead of being followed directly by a verb. Some examples of this are Whose diagnosis is this? Which is formed with the pronoun whose, the noun diagnosis, and the verb is. Another example is, which nurse do you usually see? Which is formed with the pronoun which, the noun nurse, and the verb do. Don't forget, the verb to do is always followed by a second verb, which here is the verb to see. This is everything you need to know about open questions. Good luck!
This video is brought to you by MySchool.